All right, good morning. Here we go, off and running. Tuesday, it is after 9. Mike and Lisa from AM800 on this very sunny, cold Tuesday, much like yesterday, Lisa.
Yep. Similar. Don't let it fool you. Got to wear a winter coat when you go out today. Yeah, warmer than yesterday, so that's good. So what's going on with you? What's going on? What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. How about this? Got an email this morning from one of our listeners, and I thought it was a pretty good topic to talk about because, and maybe we've talked about this before, because in the almost 20 years we've been doing this this program together, things come up and things are said, and I don't remember, but we probably talked about them because what haven't we talked about? So when you go to the grocery store and your produce, whatever you prefer, your vegetables, your fruit, and all that stuff, when you get home, where are you deciding to put your fruits and vegetables? Are you a counter person, or are you a refrigerator person? What goes where?
Yeah, this is kind of a dilemma, right? I think
I think it is.
It depends. Sometimes we'll do a huge grocery shop, and everything that I would like to fit in the fridge does not fit in the fridge. If I could, I'd put everything in there. Although the fruit, I have a big fruit bowl, and as we've talked about before, out of sight, out of mind.
Yes.
I find if I purchase fruit and I want the family to eat it, I got to put it right in front of their face. Like, say this is an apple, it's got to go right there, or they don't see it. So it's got to be in a bowl on the kitchen island for all to see. And then they'll be sitting there and they'll go, oh, look, an apple or a banana or whatever. Because I'm like, why is nobody eating the bananas? They're going brown. So if I put that bowl onto another counter, doesn't get eaten. If I put it in the fridge.
Is it like on your island that you have, like in the middle of the kitchen?
In the island. So if I put it in the fridge, it doesn't get eaten. So the fruit mostly will go in the bowl. If there's a lot of it, it'll go in two bowls. But vegetables are another thing, because not all vegetables have to be put in the fridge. I would like everything to be put in the fridge because I don't like it all out. I like it put away. Put away.
Yeah, I don't like. We didn't we talk about this the other day? Nothing on the counter is very very, very limited, space and all that stuff and clutter and all that stuff. Let's leave the counter free. If I had my my druthers, and Colleen, Colleen O'Fee is the one that that messaged me with this topic. If I had my druthers, I put everything in the fridge. But if you have a lot of leftovers in there, other stuff in there, there is no room in the fridge for all of it.
Always, yeah. That's true. It depends on the grocery day. If it's the initial grocery day, it's like, there's no space for this. Hurry up and eat it. Hurry up. But Colleen brings up a good point. Some people like their fruit cold. Some people like it room temperature. I like everything room temperature. I don't like anything cold, to be honest. I don't even like my salad cold. I like my salad room temperature. To me, it has more flavor, including tomatoes and everything else that goes in it, if it's room temperature. But that's not always easy to do because you got to keep stuff, where it's supposed to be.
Yeah. But I'm kind of with Lynn. Bananas, for some reason, are on the counter or on a shelf in the kitchen. Everything else is mostly in the fridge if there's room. Grapes, apples, nectarines I got in there right now. You go to the other side of the drawer. We got green peppers. We got other bell peppers and cucumbers and everything else.
Right. I think bananas go brown in the fridge, but as one of our listeners taught us, they do last longer in the fridge. Remember, we were having this discussion about should fruit touch each other, and the answer apparently is no, because they interact. Like they're I don't know what the correct term is. I don't know. One molecule doesn't mix with another molecule, and apparently they can react in a negative way and go bad faster. So that's why a lot of people like those banana hanging thingies, the hooks.
Yeah, I like those too. Off the counter, everything up.
One listener, Bob, emailed me and said you gotta separate the bananas. Then you got to put the bananas in the fridge.
Oh,
And I tried that, but again, what happened was out of sight, out of mind. And then when I pull a banana out of the fridge and it's brown, no one wants to touch it, even though it's not overdone and ripe on the inside.
yeah.
Ugh.
Okay. Lynn, no potatoes in the fridge. And everybody's like, tomatoes and potatoes should not be put in the fridge, people are telling us.
Hi Andy. I put tomatoes in the fridge because I don't like them out. I don't like them out on the counter. I don't like
You,
them. They roll around and everybody's.
yeah.
And then somebody will put something else on top of them if they're in a bowl, and then they get smushed. But I agree. I like them room temperature, and they probably don't do well on the fridge. But that's where they go. Did you say potatoes? I don't
Yeah,
put potatoes in the
potatoes.
fridge. Do you?
No, I don't think so. Aren't they supposed to go in like some kind of bin in a drawer or something like potatoes? I don't know.
Yes, there's another vegetable that goes to waste a lot in my house because we forget about them because they're put
Yeah.
away,
Out of
and
sight,
then
out of mind, like you said.
they grow like all these appendages, and they're disgusting.
Mike throws out the rotten leftovers, makes room in the fridge. Well, yeah, if stuff's rotten, I will throw it away. I'm not going to leave it there. But if I love leftovers, and we've talked about this before, that some people do not believe and do not love leftovers. Whatever's left, they either give it away or throw it
Yeah,
out.
right.
And to me, leftovers are the best.
Yeah, I don't mind them either.
Yeah.
There's leftovers don't really last. They're not leftovers. They're kind of like leftovers. They're not really left. They're just
Not left over very long. No.
like within hours.
Yeah, exactly. Lynn, if you put plastic over the end of the bananas, they last longer. Which end?
The butt or the tip,
Yeah,
like the stem part.
We put in the tip or where they're all joined together.
That's the tip. Then the butt is the other end.
See, I see the butt where they all join. The bunch of bananas join at the butt, and the other end is the tip.
Oh, I don't look at it that way because when you peel a
No?
banana, you peel from the top, right? Do you peel from the bottom?
Okay, bananas.
You're weird. You're
What's
weird.
the butt? What's the tip? Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people don't like leftovers, but yeah, they are the best. Okay, so there you go. I don't know if there is a consensus on this, other than tomatoes and potatoes do not go in the fridge. Other than that, I don't know. I guess put everything in there if you can. But there was one point someone made earlier in the comments, and I forget where that was. That if you go to the store, they're not refrigerated. They're
Right.
not in any kind of
Yeah.
cooler or
But the grocery
whatever.
store
Except the
has
stuff
tons
on
of
the
room.
sides, though. They're kind of like, right? Like all the middle stuff is just in bins and stuff. But you go to the outside, round the outside. That stuff is like kind of like in a cooling thing, isn't it? Or that just where they moisten them up with a mist.
I think the bagged salad is in the coolers, and like dressing stuff that needs to be refrigerated. But yeah, like where the lettuce and the celery and the onions are that get the psh,
Yeah,
psh, I don't think that's cooled there, is it?
I
think
don't
it's
know.
just
They get special treatment though, being under the lights and the mist and stuff like that. They're a little higher end, I guess, than the rest. There's Lynn, my youngest daughter. Family will not eat leftovers at all. Mary says, speaking of leftovers, then you have to try Firehouse subs. I had my leftovers from yesterday. I can never eat half. That's how big they are. I haven't tried this Firehouse subs.
Is that the pizza joint on Provincial
I don't know. Could
Firehouse? I don't
be.
know.
Could be. Let's look it up, shall we?
Never store onions next to potatoes, says Liz.
What's the deal with that?
Must be the chemical reaction again.
Firehouse subs, Roundhouse Center.
Oh, okay.
I might have to recognize that. That sounds pretty good.
I'm not a sub person, really. I don't
Too
know.
much
I never
bread.
really think about subs.
Too much,
'cause
too
it's
much bread for
yeah.
Lisa. Yeah. They should make subs in a bowl.
Yes. Deconstructed subs.
Even if it's like a flatbread, a low-calorie bread, whatever, you're not going for it.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I'll eat bread sometimes, but
Okay. Colleen with more information this morning. Wow, just a plethora of information. Monkeys peel bananas the opposite way we do. It's much easier if you try.
How is
that's
it
an
easier
experiment.
to for the initial break? You know what I mean? How is that easier for the initial crack?
And then peel.
Right.
I don't know. I'm going to try that next banana I have.
Okay. Report back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, question.
Yes, Lisa.
Let's move on to top car repair needs.
All right.
The car repairs that we put off or ignore the most. Think about driving your vehicle. And it doesn't necessarily have to be an older vehicle, but there's sort of a list of things that have come up. And and in my previous life, as a young woman with an older car, I did ignore a lot of these things.
Oh, like the Honda Civic.
Like the battery light would come on. You'd be like, well, it's still running.
Engine light.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe if I turn off the car, let it sit in the driveway for a while, and I turn it back on, it'll be gone, because that has happened before.
Yes. And sometimes that's what it's all about. Sometimes the new technology will get in the way of itself, and it will be its own issue. And if you just let it be and ignore it for a while, it'll be okay. So
yes, my grandma would have said, simmer. Let it simmer.
Simmer.
Let it simmer for a bit. Yeah.
Let it work itself out. Okay, so top 10 car repairs we ignore the most, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
First one. Fixing turn signals, brake lights, and headlights that burn out. Wow.
Okay. And can't you get a ticket for that?
I would replace those, yes. That's a big deal.
But right away, or you're like, okay, well, I got to go for an oil change soon. I'll just get it then.
I think if it interferes with your driving, like if I only had one headlight, that would bother me. Replacing old shocks. Do you ever have one of those cars? Just bouncing along. Gee, I think you need new shocks.
Yeah, I think so. It's fine for now.
It's like a ride at Cedar Point. Getting your oil changed.
There you go. Producer Ed chiming in with oil. Got to get the oil changed.
You do. Yeah, and I think the longer you own a vehicle, the more you realize how important that is.
You going by the light or your mileage? Like if the oil light comes on, but it's like, well, it's only been like 3,000 kilometers since my last one.
I think if the oil light comes on, isn't that like when you're dehydrated, it's too late? You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's too late. I don't think you should wait. I think you should go by your mileage.
Any real men that know about this that could can answer it? Because I have no idea.
Or women.
Or women. Anybody that knows cars, can you answer this?
Better. Checking transmission fluid. Who does that? Do you?
No one.
Do you?
I just rely on all the fluid top-ups when I go for the oil change. You guys check it out head to toe and let me know what needs to be filled up.
That's it. That's why we leave it to the pros. Rotating your tires. Have you ever purposely gone to a mechanic to get that done?
You should.
Have you?
I have, yes.
Yes?
I don't know. What are you, every 2 oil changes, I think you're supposed to rotate?
Now, is that something you would have gone and said, can you please rotate my tires? Or was it a suggestion? Sir, you should probably rotate your tires. See where they're wearing a little bit here. If you put them
Yeah, I think it was suggested a few times, and then I paid the price where, my whatever. What wears more? The front tires, I would assume. Wore down, had to get new ones, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to start doing this rotation thing and hopefully keep my tires longer.
Is it the front? I would have said the back, but I have no clue.
Front wheel drive, I would think the front.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. See, again, will a person that knows cars let us know about this? We should get maybe on After 9 like an auto specialist on. Specialist to answer all these questions.
Replacing old tires that don't have enough tread. People don't do that quickly enough. Coolant levels, same as transmission fluid,
Yep,
oil
all fluids.
changes.
The only thing that you're going to do right away is the windshield wiper fluid. If that's out, that must be done right away.
Especially on a winter's day when then all the salt is on the roads and the snow is melting. The worst.
Yeah.
Coolant levels, replacing old brakes, replacing old windshield wipers. That's another thing I can't see not replacing. Then you get that one streak. It's right in front of your eyes.
Yeah. So you're driving like this. Right? Yeah. Like Ace Ventura out the window.
Yes. And the number one thing we ignore the most when it comes to car repairs is checking to see if your battery needs to be replaced soon. I would think this has been more of an issue for people during the last 2 years than ever before because, people have been sitting at home longer. Lockdowns, maybe didn't drive their car as much. The battery doesn't get recharged and boom, it's done.
Yeah, that's a good call. I carry jumper cables with me. I remember I had to jump somebody a few months ago. I think it was last fall or something. I had to give somebody a jump. And I keep instructions I printed out because I never know which goes where in what order. So I actually printed that out.
Is it red first and then black? Or
I don't know.
Oh, again.
Red to red, black to black. I don't know. Then start it up. I don't know. But I got the instructions in my truck so I can be a super booster.
Super Booster to the rescue.
Super Booster. Yes. You need a boost? You give me a call. I will boost you. So there you go. Okay. Well, don't ignore it. Take care of your vehicle. It'll take care of you.
That's right. And in this particular survey that was done, 61% of people said someone else is more likely to notice a problem with their car before they do. You get in somebody else's car. What's that squeak? What squeak? I don't hear it.
Yeah, you just become like you just ignore it, right? You don't even hear it anymore. It's like noises in your house. You just don't hear that stuff.
Out of your windshield?
Or you get somebody that knows vehicles and they start like looking around and it's even parked and what's going on over there? Got some wear on that tire there, that right rear.
The back left tire is flat.
Yeah,
no, it's not.
All right, here's Colleen. Every 10,000 kilometers, rotate your tires. Engine light can be on, but what if it flashes? Get it checked right away. Oil change every 5,000, or if you wait until the oil light goes on, then you have 2 tanks of gas to get your oil change. Really?
Colleen, are you making this up? Colleen?
Yeah, I've never heard of that nonsense.
Anne has a solution. Just turn the radio up.
Yeah, you know what they say. Turn up the volume. Rip off the knob.
Yep. And then you won't have to hear any clunks or squeaks.
Yep. Just crank AM800, the 50,000 watt blowtorch. It'll cover all problems you're having in your vehicle.
There you go. All right, that's my thing for today.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. Our $1,000 trivia is back tomorrow morning at 7:50. Your chance, if you answer 10 questions correctly in 60 seconds, you're going to win $1,000. We had contestant Mike this morning only get 5, got $50. So you get 10 for each correct answer. But if you get all 10, you win $1,000. So try.
Respectable. 5 was enough.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Try again tomorrow.
Okay. Yes, we'll have more great questions for you. All right. You have a good day. Stay warm.
Yeah, do it. Stay warm. It'll be warmer tomorrow morning, and enjoy your Tuesday. Back tomorrow.